Alright, hello everyone, my name is EmeraldSpencer, and welcome to the second attempt at the Pokémon Volt White 2 Nuzlocke. Now, as you can see, I have the rules screen up again for two reasons. One, I am going to be changing a couple things. I don't have that reflected here, but it's not that big of change. And second off, wait, what was it? Oh yeah, because the first one had so many audio issues. Ugh, memory like Dory. Anyway, so yeah, let's just run through real quick. One Pokemon per type of encounter per route, so tall grass, shaking grass, surfing, etc. I can find one per type of encounter. That's not going to change. The first found rule, that's not going to change either. Gifted and actual Pokemon, again, not going to change. Only one legendary/mythical Pokemon on a team at any given time. I am going to be upping that to 2. Because I'm going to be using a Mew with the move's assist, or with the move assist, which it shouldn't have, and the ability trace, which it shouldn't have. Now, actually, I just tried to record that episode, but it went south real fast. Everything was fine up until, like, the first problem was I went to catch Mew before I had a Pokemon, and it didn't like me for that. Then I tried to go catch Mew after I had the Pokemon, but it set off a bunch of the NPC tags that were supposed to, like, lead me through the game. It glitched out. I couldn't progress. So, basically, yeah, I'm going to wait to get that Mew until after I've gone through all the boring NPC stuff. So, this first episode, I'm not going to have a Mew, period. But, anyway, also, I'm not going to be skipping the starting dialogue and all that. I'm not going to be skipping any of the content that were in the 4 episodes of the last series because I had a bunch of audio issues. So, let's put up a version that has good audio, shall we? Anyway, yeah, and also, this is my new backdrop for the series. So, anyway, I'm not going to ramble any longer. Let's just get into it. And as I say that, I realize it's probably going to take a minute or two because of the RAM loading. But yeah, last time I had it chopped up to, like, several different segments. Oh yeah, I have several cheat codes that are going to be getting me the Mew, but after that I'm turning them all off. One thing I will have though is a permanent EXP points ×4 thing, just so that the series doesn't drag on, or I don't have to, like, spend hours grinding. And I'm going to keep it on during the main story too, just so that's consistent. So, if you wonder why my Snivy is going to be, like, level 9 when it beats this Hughes Tepig, that's why. So, oh yeah, that's the one I botched. So, I think it was up, select B. Yes, okay. I had some sort of emotional thing about this last time where I had to delete the file because you guys never commented. But honestly, I'm over it. Honestly, you guys probably would have told me, nope, fair is fair, restart the series. So, yep, I'm just going to delete this botched save file. So, my headphone wire and my controller wire are getting all tangled up. I forgot. Why is it taking so long? I wasn't even that far in the game. Or maybe it's just being thorough. Okay. Now we can do something. Now, you know, I'm actually going to see if there's an options thing on the main menu screen. Alright. Not going to let that buggy theme music play. Nope, no options. So. Howdy. Wait a minute. Is this guy Flowey? Or Azrael? I don't know. Welcome to Pokemon Blaze Black 2 or Pokemon Volt White 2. You might be seeing Professor Juniper, but this is Drano60 speaking. You know, funny enough, I'm actually using a Cincino on the team I'm training up right now. You probably know the basics of this hack. We're looking at new wild encounters, a more challenging game, and extra boosts to many weaker Pokemon, among other features. The Unova region is the same at its core, but you could experience it in a whole new way. As usual, documentation is provided to detail every edited aspect of the game. Be sure to use it if necessary. Otherwise, there's not much else to say. I only hope that you enjoy the new style this hack makes Pokemon Black 2 and Pokemon White 2 play. May it be an entertaining experience. Anyway, on with the game. What gender will you be playing as? The boy. Will you be the boy or perhaps the girl? The boy. So you want to be the boy, right? The boy. So what's your name? Or rather, what name would you like to be called? Let me just switch to QWERTY. SPENCER. Actually, you know what? While we're in this setup phase, I'm just going to show you. Here is the list of all the cheats I'll be using to, here, I'm going to cut off the end a little bit. Here's a list of all the cheats I'll be using to get the Mew. I'm going to turn them all off for now, since I'm not going to be using them. I'm probably going to get Mew at, like, the end of episode 2 or something. I don't know. Maybe since it's not going to take so freaking long this time, I might actually get to route... whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I'm Spencer. Your name is Spencer? Yes, it is. So your name's Spencer. That's good to know. Could you tell me a little about your friend, the older boy who lives nearby? Would you mind telling me his name? I'm doing the same as the last one. His name is Hugh. As in a color. Hugh, did I get that right? Yes. Spencer, you'll shortly be given a Pokemon, but you could use whatever you'd like. Let's get right into it. Time to visit a fan's version of a tougher Unova. Alright. Now it's autumn. You know what? This looks beautiful, and I don't know if it'll look better or worse when Gen 5 eventually gets remade. Because, come on, we all know it's gonna happen. Just the question is, will it be remade... Actually, wait, hold on. No, it's gonna be remade after Gen 8, if I'm not mistaken. Because Gen 1 was on Game Boy, 2 on Game Boy Color, 3 on Game Boy Advance, along with the remake, 4, a remake of 2, and 5, 6, remake of 3, 7 on 3DS. So the next one, actually, I don't know. Pokemon and Nintendo always love to throw us curveballs, so... Yep. As you can tell by the shades of the trees and the falling leaves, it's autumn in this game's day cycle. Oh, hi. Why, Aura Juniper. I know how to say Juniper. Why am I getting tongue-tied on that one? Aurea. Yeah, because Aura would be A-U-R-A, so Aurea Juniper. It's been far too long. What could I do for you? Wow, a Pokedex for my child? Why, that's great. I think a journey would be a wonderful experience. What now? She's already here? Oh, for Pete's sake, you never change. Once you decide on something, you just start going. Okay, Bianca, right? A big green hat. Got it. Okay, no worries. What if I don't want to be a Pokemon trainer? You ever think of that? Spencer, I'm home. Now would be a good time to save your game, honey. I still don't know if that's, like, actually what it says. Alright, so I am going to save. I mean, I'm not going to be messing around with cheats this time, but I'm still going to save. Alright, and I'm shooting for this episode to be around 25, 30 minutes long, with every episode after this being around 20 minutes long. Give or take. Alright. Do you know Professor Juniper? She's a famous Pokemon researcher. Actually, she's an old friend of mine, and she called me today for the first time in ages. This is out of the blue, but Spencer, do you want to have a Pokemon? No, I'm not making that joke yet. If you're new to this channel and you want to see it, go watch episode 1. I apologize for the audio issues, but I know that joke is loud and clear. Okay, step 1 completed. Well then, do you know what a Pokedex is? Yes. I knew you would. Isn't it amazing how it automatically records Pokemon you encounter? Alright, so I'm going to rehash this from the failed attempt at recording this episode. I think it'd be cooler if there was a game where there were only prehistoric Pokemon. And, like, a bunch of the prehistoric Pokemon were Pokemon that, like, couldn't fossilize or something. You know, someone make a fan game, actually, because that'd make the most sense. Just, you have a paper and pen Pokedex, and that's how you record everything. Because if the Pokedex is supposed to be blank, then how does it know exactly what to record? You wouldn't know. So, and supposedly, you're just getting a blank piece of technology. So how does it know what it's recording? Think about it. Alright. Yet another question. You want a Pokedex, right? No, I'd love to... Actually, I wonder what would happen if I did say no. No. I don't mean to be selfish, but I'd like it if you were a bit more agreeable. Having a Pokédex means traveling around the world. Think about that for a second. So I'll ask you again. You want a Pokédex, right? What? She just says the same thing. There's something in Super Paper Mario where, like, if you disagree to, like, save the world at the beginning of it, then you just automatically get game over. So, okay, Spencer, your course of action has been set. A girl named Bianca has come here to meet you. She's Professor Juniper's assistant. I was told simply to look for a big green hat. That's right, you're going to go look for Bianca. And then you'll get a Pokédex and a Pokemon to be your partner. Oh, your Excellency is in your bag, right? Do you know how to open your bag? Yes, I do. The girl's name is Bianca. I was told you should look for a big green hat. She might be lost because this is her first time here. Go look for her. Well, yeah, and this thing was freshly built within the last 2 years. Like, this corner of Unova doesn't even exist in white. So. Hi, Spencer. Hey, you get a Pokemon yet? There aren't any Pokemon trainers around here. I'm getting bored. Okay, what'd the audio just cut out? What's that? A person named Bianca is giving you a Pokemon? Really? Spencer, if you get a Pokemon, take really, really good care of it. Okay. Why is my CPU getting overwhelmed? Whatever. Yeah. Okay, let's go get your Pokemon. There's something I have to do. And to do that, I need someone I can trust besides my partner Pokemon. A person I can trust. That's right, I'm talking about you. You seem like you've got good instincts. You head on home. Okay, big brother. Bye-bye, Spencer. Alright, let's go find that person named Bianca. You know, honestly, right then, let's go. When I was doing her voice, I sounded more like Baby Spencer from iCarly. Yeah, and I actually got my little sister hooked on iCarly recently, so that's pretty much all we've been watching. When I'm, like, not actually watching YouTube, of course. Alright. Can I go past you? Nope. Welcome, welcome. I am the key bearer. The keys I shall grant you. Then off I shall go. The last key, it may appear odd, but fear not, for it works. Now, in the original draft of the series, I was gonna activate easy mode, but I kind of figured, what's the point? Then Roxanne Curb stopped me. I'm still not activating it here. I'm just gonna play through it normal. Obtain the easy key. Easy mode can now be selected. Keys can be sent and received via infrared communications to unlock each other's locked settings and map locations. I'm not reading that spiel twice more. Obtained the challenge key. Challenge mode can now be selected. I'm not reading this. And finally, the White Forest. Why does the key look like that, though? Obtain the tower key. Keys can be sent and received via infrared communications to unlock each other's locked settings and map locations. Huzzah! And so I depart. Enjoy your new challenges. Alright. Now, actually, that text scroll speed brought up a good point. I forgot to save this. Or set this. Alright. Now, let's go get a Pokemon. Actually, I might soft reset this a couple times because I'm picking Snivy again. And on the botched file, I got a female Snivy, which only has a 12.5% chance of happening. So I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to save right here before I talk to her. Oh yeah, and also for any of you who watched the first part, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to edit in Mark's voice for what's about to come up because I don't want to get copyright striked. It's so pretty. So pretty. So pretty. I'm getting that song. I don't care. I'm getting that song. Hey there, don't you agree? Oh, my name is Bianca. I'm the assistant of the Pokemon professor, Professor Juniper. By the way, I'm looking for someone. Do you know a person named Spencer? Now, I answered no on this last time, and it was the same exact dialogue, so I'm just going to answer yes. Oh, wait, you're Spencer. She says that no matter what. Wow, you're exactly like what I heard. Nice to meet you. I have a really important request to ask you. Ask you. That was horrible. I say that every single time I do it, and yet I still do it. You can't trump my inner kid. Will you help us complete the Pokedex? Yes. Oh, wow, thanks. Your support will help Professor Juniper's... Anyway, filling in the Pokedex is totally fun. Alright. So, I'm gonna save again. So that's easier if I have to restart again. I saved the game. Okay then, ta-da! And here's the Pokemon that will be your partner. Alright, I am going with Snivy again. And please be male, because, you know, nothing against a female Snivy, it's just, it just looks more like masculine and intimidating. Just strictly based on design. Just, that's my reasoning. Oh wow, you and Snivy are a perfect match. By the way, would you like to give a nickname to the Pokemon you chose? No. Oh, okay, gotcha. You're not going to give it a nickname. Now you've got your Pokemon, so I'll give you this too. A Pokedex. Alright, Steve, the Pokedex. You want to know what it does? The Pokedex is a high-tech device that automatically records the Pokemon you encounter. So Professor Juniper wants you to carry this Pokedex, visit a lot of places, and meet all the Pokemon in the Unova region. Alright, now, is it... Okay, good, it's male. Alright, so, still, that Professor Juniper. The normal thing to do is to get an okay before setting someone clear out here, right? I mean, I'm a little offended you'd, like, talk about my hometown like that. You could enjoy the view of it, but I get it. Planning was a big problem with my family, too. I mean, Professor Juniper's not your family, but... Alright. Hugh, you ready to go down? Yes, it works this time. Hey, how long are you planning on keeping me waiting anyway? Hey, what's that? So that's your partner, huh? That's great. My sister already said so, but take really, really good care of your Pokemon. Got it? What's that you're holding there? It's a Pokedex. Please give me a Pokedex too. I want to get stronger. If I have Pokedex, I can learn more about Pokemon. That'll make me tougher, right? Who are you again? I'm Hugh. I'm going to travel the Unova region with my Pokemon partner in order to search for something very important. Well, okay. I don't really get it, but going on a journey is always good. Anyway, I just happened to have another Pokedex on me. It looks like Pokemon distribution has really changed compared to 2 years ago, so the more the merrier. Ooh, I thought of something cool. You both have Pokemon, right? Why don't you have a Pokemon battle? Sure. Let's see how good a trainer you are. I'll use the Tepic that I raised from an egg. Oh, how coincidental. You raised the Pokemon that my Snivy is supposed to be weak to. Good thing you don't have any of your... thing you don't have any stab moves at this point. For any of you Pokemon noobs watching, stab stands for same type attack bonus. Alright. So, I'm just going to tackle you. Because if I recall, Snivy has pretty good attack. I won't forget the pain you just put my partner through. Now, why'd you battle me? This could be Alright, if I'm remembering correctly, I have a potion in my bag. Please be a dumb. Oh no, please be a slow. Ha ha. You're down. So, level 6. Level 7. I learned Vine Whip. Okay, wow, I did not realize just how much that thing was gonna work. Level 9. Okay. I couldn't achieve victory for my partner. I won't let myself get... I got 500 for winning. That was too fast. I didn't hit anything in Scroll. I lost. This is different than battling with wild Pokemon. Well, whatever. I'm just happy to know you're a trainer I can count on. Cool. I'm heading off first. Get stronger. Okay. The Pokemon on both sides did their best. but this little one is still weak, so battle with it and make it stronger. That won't be hard. Alrighty, let's go make your Pokemon better at the Pokemon Center. It's like the best place ever for Pokemon who battle and get hurt. Alright, yes. The Pokemon Center is the same no matter where you are. Let's go inside. Okay, I'll show you around the Pokemon Center. The Pokemon Center heals Pokemon for free. You should bring your Pokemon here anytime they're weak. I'll heal your Pokemon. Hand me your Pokeball for a sec. Wait a minute. Free healthcare. Oh my god, all the Pokemon games are in Canada. No offense to any Canadians watching. Next, I'll explain the PC. This square thing is a PC. Any trainer is free to use it. You can deposit Pokemon in it. Also, you can withdraw Pokemon from it. The next thing is over here. This is the Pokemart. Here you can buy and sell many different items. The Pokeballs you use to catch a Pokemon can also be bought at the Pokemart. Here, Spencer, I'll give you some Pokeballs. Now, I actually read in the facts thing about this. This used to be 10 Pokeballs, but they upgraded it to 30 for the sake of the hack. I'll show you how to use those Pokeballs. Follow me. Alright. Excuse me. Oh, nice to meet you. You must be Bianca, right? And Spencer picked Snivy then. Looking good. Oh, I almost forgot. Here, take these. Thank you. A perfect fit. I'll read the instructions to you. Hold the B button to run faster than normal. Put on the running shoes and race around to your heart's content. What's the B button, you ask? Don't worry. I'm sure if a higher power were watching, they would know exactly what to do. Super Paper Mario reference. Now, you and Snivy can run anywhere you want. This is from me. That's a town map? Town map, okay. Why are there 2 town maps? I want you to give the other one to my big brother. That's a good idea. Even if it is a single road to the ocean, having a town map is always nice. I mean, if you use a town map, you'll know all about what the Unova region is like. Aw, you guys. Just watching this makes me happy. Come on, we're headed for Route 19. I'll teach you how to catch a Pokemon. Bon voyage. Bon voyage. I don't know, did that sound like Bugs Bunny? I can't tell. I'll be able to tell in the recordings later. Take Snivy to go see any different Pokemon. Did I say recordings later? I bet editing later. Many different Pokemon and people with your own eyes. Alright, bye guys. Woo! Running around at the speed of sound. Now here comes the speed of sound part. Hey Spencer, you can't go without... Oh? You're with Snivy. Okay, this is a going away gift. Don't be shy, take it. Just nonchalantly hands you a bike. A bicycle certainly makes it much easier to get around the region. I wonder if that was edited. I cannot remember for the life of me half of this dialogue. Alright, Bianca, what do you want to show me? Hey! Hey! Listen! I can't do an Abby voice anymore. I'm upset about that. This kind of reminds me of that day on Route 1. Okay, here's how it works. The Pokédex's pages fill up automatically when you meet Pokemon. And when you catch a Pokemon, more detailed information on it is added to the Pokédex. Here, I'll show you how to catch a Pokemon. Starting... now! A Purloin. Good, it's not shiny. I would hit something if it was a shiny. Alright, you gonna fight... Wait, you have a Lillipup? Are you serious? Purloin uses Growl. You just have to use a Pokeball after lowering its HP. You know, it'd be nice if they had like a Bianca thing right there so that it's not like a random voice from out of nowhere. It's just like the voice of Pico comes down. Now we just have to use a Pokeball. Wait, that's not at all what Pico would sound like. Nah, forget it. If you don't know what Pico is, then go watch Tyranitar Tube's Extreme Randomizer Nuzlocke series. I'll link to it in the description. What a relief! I caught a Pokemon! Oh, right, I'll go over the important stuff. First, go find a healthy Pokemon to catch. You need to remember this next bit. It's best to lower the Pokemon's HP before you try to catch it. Use your Pokemon's moves to lower the HP of the Pokemon you want to catch. Making it fall asleep or paralyzing it will make it even easier to catch. You're going to go deliver the town map to your friend, right? Continue straight this way to get to Floxy Town. Bye now. Meet lots of Pokemon and catch a lot of them, okay? Now I won't have to worry about the cheat codes. But first, I got 5 minutes, so let's see what our first Pokemon is going to be before I throw on the cheat code. And it's a Patrat. Okay, last time it was a Wurmple. So, yeah, what the heck. Alright, I'm gonna tackle it. It critted. Well, es uno problema. Alright, I'm gonna run around, find another Patrat to catch. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll be right back. Alright, that took less time than expected. I'm not in the window again. And it's... Alright, so Wrap wasn't a very powerful move, if I recall. So that'll make sure I don't one-shot it. Alright. Yeah. Literally, this was the next Pokemon I found. So, I was gonna look for a male one anyway, just because Watchog, same reason, just design-wise, it makes sense to be male. So, Pokeballs, Pokeball, use. Now, I do believe the old myth that if you hold L and R on the first shake, it helps. Honestly, I just do it because it makes me feel good. Alright, gotcha. Patrat was caught. Patrat's dad was added to the Pokedex. Extremely cautious, one of them will always be on the lookout, but it won't notice a foe coming from behind. That's why you need 2 Patrats back to back. No, I'm not going to nickname this Patrat. But what I will do is now we're getting ready to end the episode with the immortal Pokemon. Just to change its species of the Pokemon. Mew, the immortal Pokemon. Did I hit save there? I don't remember if I hit save there. Yes, okay, it's all saved. So, L and R, select toggle, and then I don't need the walk through walls cheat actually, so let's turn that off so that there's no accidents. Save. Alright, now. And here we go. The immortal Mew. So, bag, Pokeballs. It turned all my Pokeballs into Cherish Balls. Should have thought that through. Alright, so... let me think. You know, I might come out with a little less money, but... I'll just sell all these Cherish Balls and buy an equal amount of Pokeballs. Or, you know, I'll just swap the cheat code and set it back after I end this episode. Or, you know what? No. Alright. Yeah, no. I'm gonna set it back afterwards. So, give a nickname to the caught Mew? No. I forgot to read its Pokédex entry. But, anyway... oh, yeah, that's right. And then I have to go Pokemon... Mew. Be sure to do this only to Mew. Mark it with a star, and then unmark it. Then I come here, and there we go. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this episode here. Sorry it's a little bit longer, even though I said the format, but pilot episodes are gonna be generally around half an hour long, and then every episode after that's gonna be around 20 minutes. So, yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this episode here. Be sure to visit my website, because it has all the links to, like, my Zerg ID and my Poke Farm. I don't use my Zerg ID for anything much yet, but I don't know. Maybe if I get more followers on there, I'll, like, start using it for more stuff. So, anyway, yeah. So, I'm gonna leave this episode here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.